producer afraid to go for a mammogram. Am I correct? Yes? Yes. Because maybe we can shame her into it. Because they don't know what to expect. One of our staff members, who never had a mammogram done before, went on her first one, and she invited us along for the visit.
My name is Rainey Farrell, and I'm a producer with the Sally Jesse Raphael Show. I never thought that at the age of 26, I would be making an appointment for my first mammogram to check for breast cancer. But here I am at the hospital getting ready to have it done. You see, my sister Karen was diagnosed with breast cancer a few months ago after she delivered her baby, my nephew Graham. What was supposed to be a joyous time was overshadowed by my sister's illness. Doctors now say that I'm at a greater risk of having breast cancer, so I have to be checked annually and be very careful. I'm a little nervous, like many women who are doing this for the first time. I really don't know what to expect, but I guess we'll find out together.
I'm going to have you just bend forward at the waist. Okay. Yep, and put your weight.
Rest my head here?
Right.
Okay.
I want you to be as comfortable as possible, so I need you to kind of relax in there as much as you can. How are you doing, okay?
Good. It doesn't hurt. It's a little awkward, but it doesn't hurt.
Good, okay. Yeah, you'll feel some pressure, but it shouldn't be painful. Go straight like you were, and just bend forward. And just drop this hand right down by your side, yeah. Just lean in there. Just rest your head right on the, yeah. Good. I'm going to pull a little bit, and you're going to feel the pressure again. Good, okay.
Rainey, thanks for doing that with us. What were the results?
Well, I'm happy to say that the results were absolutely clean and they were terrific, and I'm glad I went. You know, it's everyone, our staff is all women, as you know, so they grilled me the minute I came back. Everyone's
What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening? What was it like? Were you pinched like a dime? They all asked me. And it's nothing that you would not want to have every year, and I plan on having it done. I mean, if there's a history in my family. I have to keep going. I'll keep checking myself. I can't even stress, it is not a big deal. You have to go. It's not a big deal, and there's somebody in my life that I love more than anything, and I don't want to have one more person in my life afflicted with this. I just
How's your sis?
She's great. She's hanging in there. We take every day at a time. It's the hardest part is not being able to really help somebody you love. You know, you're just there, and I hold her hand a lot, and that's all I can do.
You're going to cry on my show?
No, I won't. I promise. I said to you I wasn't going to cry. But
That's all right. Many women put off having a mammogram because they think it's painful. So coming up next, we're going to show you a new mammogram machine. It makes it easier, less painful, and, more important, shows clearer pictures. We love you, Rainey. Stay with us. Calvin Kleinman. He is the president and CEO of Bennett X-ray Technologies. Explain why this is a new machine, and I think the Governor Cuomo told Rosemary about it, and that's how we learned. Why is the new Bennett X-ray machine different?
Well, Sally, we use a revolutionary new way of taking a mammography. All the years in the past, and for all the people here who have had a mammography in the past, we've always done it standing or sitting, or for stereotactics, laying down. The problem has always been that if we remember, when our shoulder is pushed back, our pectoral muscle tightens, and the amount of breast tissue that we can get onto the film was a very unnatural thing. So the technician had to pull on the breast and then compress. So we have two unnatural things happening at once. The Bennett contour system is unique because we actually lean over, okay? This is what we're looking at is the traditional way. And you can see the shoulder being held back, okay? When we get into the contour system, the way it evolves is the patient leans into the system. Immediately you notice there's more breast tissue naturally onto the film. Now the technician does not have to pull on the woman's breast anymore. She layers the tissue down, and then compression could be created. But gravity does its natural thing here.
I thought they'd have thought of that a long time ago. I never understood. There's something wrong with me, but I never understood why it was going up and down. Calvin, you've also brought us two different X-rays from a mammogram. Tell us what we're seeing in the first one.
Okay, this is a classical case of a woman who actually had a mammography done, and it looked healthy. And the radiologist and the hospital gave her a clean bill of health. She left, and as many of the women in your audience sensed that something was wrong, she still felt something is wrong. She went a few days later to another hospital that just recently, that she read about, had the contour mammography system installed. And Sally, you see that the breast, same breast, but it looks bigger. Well, what it really is additional breast tissue that was not imaged. And what you see up against the chest wall, where a lot of cancers begin, and a lot of people described it during your show, a carcinoma, a tumor very close that was just not seen in the first one.
Good. It's a real addition. Coming up next, your questions about breast cancer. Stay with us.
Demonstration of the actual equipment they are considering buying. The new facilities offer greatly expanded production capability, a larger inventory area, and more inventory means faster response time, an expanded storage area, more than double in size. Expansion areas not yet in use, such as this future home of mechanical assembly. Here in the heart of our microprocessing solid-state system, expansion has improved quality due to a semi-clean room environment. And expansion has improved output from a more efficient and sequential workflow. From the circuit board area, to wave soldering, to cleaning and checking components, to quality control and testing. Here's the new production area for ID Plus assembly and expanded space for collimator calibration and ID Plus calibration. Here's the new mammography assembly area for production of the much-in-demand MF-150. Now greatly expanded for the contour system, completely Bennett made. We construct the stand, wire the center arm, assemble elevated workstations for worker comfort and efficiency. Assembled with 4-inch steel tubing for the unique tilting mechanism. People don't make things like that anymore. Calibrate for correctness in meeting federal, state, and internal standards. Check and quality control every system. And after normal testing and QC, an officer of the company further checks every unit for 40 minutes or more. Here is the expanded transformer area, the heart of Bennett's high-frequency system, and the key to Bennett's unique 100 kilohertz power. Now less than 10% of generators shipped by Bennett are single-phase, and 90% are HFQ 100s or 1000s. A revolutionary change in the industry, brought about by Bennett. No one else has 100 kilohertz true.
Lines in the war against breast cancer. That's quite a conversion from its original mission. More from Carolyn Gussoff.
Factory workers who once made weapons of war at Long Island's defense plants are now putting their skills to work in the battle against breast cancer. The product here at Bennett X-ray is a new tilting mammography system that enables doctors to see 2 more centimeters of breast tissue. It's earned a National Exporting Award and a visit from Governor Cuomo.
You were actually able to find tumors already with the units just being in the field for a short period of time that were missed on standard type mammography systems.
On the factory floor, the governor touted this latest tool in breast cancer detection and in Clinton style held a town meeting of sorts. But he got a dose of dissension from breast cancer activists who say the state is way behind in keeping track of breast cancer clusters.
Governor, the problem we have right now with the state cancer registry is that it's approximately 5 years behind in recording statistics.
Cancer victims like Virginia Rignati want better accounting of where breast cancer strikes, especially on Long Island, where in just the past year, the incidence has risen from 1 in 9 women to 1 in 8.
He absolutely has to do something about this, and we want the governor to be the Pied Piper here.
We'll take a look. We do have a record. They say it's behind 5 years. I'll check.
The governor says this company is a model. Building a better weapon in the fight against breast cancer is not only good business, it's good health. But breast cancer victims here say it's the state that has to wage a better war. In Copiague, Carolyn Gussoff, News 4, New York.
The cat sneaker Interesting one, right?
So are you, Bob. Thanks.
Yeah.
Coming up next, as we continue for you, a mighty